Hi, welcome to Fiction Fingers Fairy Channel. Please subscribe to this channel for more interesting stories. And don't forget to like and share this video, thank you. Her shock was palpable as Dennis requested to transfer all the funds from their joint account into his own. "No, Dennis, don't do this," Tiara pleaded silently, her voice filled with disbelief as she witnessed the betrayal unfolding before her eyes. But her words fell on deaf ears as Dennis completed the transaction, his actions leaving Tiara reeling with shock and hurt. "How could he?" she whispered, her voice tinged with sorrow as she struggled to comprehend the magnitude of his betrayal. As Dennis left the bank, Tiara trailed after him, her mind awash with a whirlwind of emotions. "I trusted him," she thought, her heart heavy with the weight of broken trust. "And he's taken everything from me." With each step Dennis took, Tiara's resolve to uncover the truth only grew stronger. "I need to know why he did this," she affirmed to herself, her determination burning bright despite the pain of his actions. As they returned home, Tiara lingered in the shadows, her gaze fixed on Dennis's retreating figure. "How could he erase me so easily?" she wondered, her voice trembling with indignation. "After everything we shared." Tiara saw Dennis making a phone call. "Who is he calling?" she wondered silently, her ethereal form tingling with anticipation as she strained to hear his conversation. With a sense of unease settling over her, Tiara listened intently as Dennis spoke into the phone. "The transfer of funds has been completed," he said, his voice strained with a hint of satisfaction. "It's all taken care of now." Her heart sank at his words, a mixture of disbelief and betrayal swirling within her. What does he mean by taken care of? Tiara questioned herself, her mind racing with unanswered questions. As Dennis ended the call, Tiara's confusion only deepened. What is he hiding? She pondered, her spirit restless with uncertainty as she struggled to make sense of his actions. As Tiara departed from Dennis's home, a glimmer of hope flickered within her as she made her way towards Nancy's house. "Maybe I'll find some answers there," she thought to herself, her ethereal form moving swiftly through the night. Arriving at Nancy's doorstep, Tiara paused for a moment, steeling herself for what lay ahead. "Here goes nothing," she whispered to herself. As she entered Nancy's home, Tiara's heart raced with anticipation. "I hope Nancy can shed some light on what happened," she mused silently, her determination guiding her forward. With each step she took, Tiara's resolve grew stronger. "I need to know the truth," she affirmed to herself, her voice filled with determination as she searched for Nancy within the familiar surroundings. Finally, finding Nancy in the living room, Tiara's spirit braced itself for the confrontation. "Nancy, I need to talk to you," she began, her voice gentle but firm as she addressed her friend. But to Tiara's dismay, Nancy showed no signs of awareness of her presence. "She can't see or hear me," Tiara realized, her heart sinking with disappointment as she struggled to communicate with her friend. Undeterred, Tiara continued to observe Nancy, searching for any clues that might lead her closer to the truth. "There has to be something here," she thought, her mind racing with possibilities as she scanned the room. As Nancy's phone rang, Tiara's spirit hovered nearby. Her curiosity piqued as she strained to hear the conversation between Nancy and Lisa. "Maybe they hold the key to the truth," she thought to herself, her ethereal form tingling with anticipation. Listening intently, Tiara's heart skipped a beat as Nancy relayed the news to Lisa about Dennis transferring funds from their joint account to his own. With a surge of confusion washing over her, Tiara couldn't help but wonder if Nancy and Lisa were also involved in the betrayal. Could they be in on it too? She speculated silently, her mind racing with suspicions as she tried to make sense of the situation. As she continued to eavesdrop on their conversation, Tiara's unease grew with each passing moment, her thoughts swirling with uncertainty as she strained to hear more. But as the conversation between Nancy and Lisa unfolded, Tiara's suspicions began to wane. "It sounds like they're just as shocked as I am," she realized, her initial doubts giving way to a glimmer of hope. With a renewed sense of determination, Tiara resolved to uncover the truth behind Dennis's actions, no matter what it took. As Nancy and Lisa's conversation came to an end, Tiara's spirit lingered, her mind buzzing with questions and possibilities. "There's still so much I don't know," she acknowledged silently, her determination to uncover the truth stronger than ever. And as she faded into the shadows, Tiara knew that she would stop at nothing to uncover the truth and bring closure to the mysteries surrounding Dennis's betrayal. "The answers are out there," she whispered to herself, her spirit ablaze with determination, "and I won't rest until I find them." As Tiara observed from the shadows, she felt a sense of anticipation as Lisa arrived at Nancy's house. What could they be discussing now? she pondered silently, her ethereal form tingling with curiosity. Nancy greeted Lisa warmly as she stepped through the door, her smile genuine but tinged with concern. "Hey Lisa, come in," Nancy said, her voice filled with warmth as she welcomed her friend inside. "Thanks, Nancy," Lisa replied, her tone somber as she entered the familiar surroundings of Nancy's home. "I need to talk to you about something important." Tiara hovered nearby, straining to hear their conversation as they settled into the living room. What could Lisa want to discuss, Tiara wondered, her curiosity growing with each passing moment. As they sat down, Nancy's expression turned serious as she waited for Lisa to speak. "What's on your mind, Lisa?" she asked gently, her voice filled with concern as she noticed the gravity of Lisa's demeanor. Lisa took a deep breath before speaking, her voice trembling slightly with emotion. "I've been thinking a lot about Tiara," she began, her words measured as she broached the sensitive topic. Tiara's spirit listened intently as Lisa opened up about her concerns regarding Dennis's involvement in Tiara's death. Could Dennis really be responsible? Tiara questioned silently, her heart pounding with apprehension as she awaited Lisa's response. Nancy's brows furrowed with concern as she absorbed Lisa's words, her eyes reflecting the gravity of the situation. "That's a heavy accusation, Lisa," she remarked, her voice tinged with disbelief as she struggled to comprehend the implications. Lisa nodded solemnly, her expression grave as she recounted the unsettling details that led her to suspect Dennis's involvement. "I know it's hard to believe," she admitted, her voice filled with uncertainty, "but the pieces just seem to fit together." Tiara hovered nearby, her heart pounding with anticipation as she listened intently to their conversation. What if Lisa's suspicions are true? She wondered silently, her mind racing with a whirlwind of emotions. Nancy leaned forward, her gaze fixed on Lisa with unwavering attention. "Do you have any evidence to support these claims?" she inquired, her voice steady but tinged with urgency as she sought clarity. Lisa hesitated for a moment before responding, her mind racing as she tried to piece together the fragments of information she had gathered. "Not yet," she confessed, her voice tinged with frustration, "but something just doesn't add up." Nancy nodded thoughtfully, her expression thoughtful as she processed Lisa's concerns. "We can't jump to conclusions without concrete evidence," she cautioned, her voice tempered with caution as she urged Lisa to approach the situation with care. Lisa sighed, her shoulders slumping with resignation as she grappled with the weight of her suspicions. "I just want to know what really happened to Tiara," she admitted, her voice filled with a mixture of frustration and sorrow. Nancy's words hung heavy in the air as they grappled with the information provided by the police. "We need to wait for the results of the investigation," she reiterated, her voice tinged with frustration. "But according to them, Tiara was struck with a blunt object to her head. However, we still don't know who did it." Lisa's brow furrowed with suspicion as she pondered the perplexing circumstances surrounding Tiara's death. "It's strange," she mused aloud, her tone reflecting her growing unease. Why would the CCTV in the hotel corridor malfunction on that particular day? Tiara's spirit hovered nearby, her curiosity piqued by Lisa's observation. Could someone have tampered with the surveillance footage? She wondered silently, her mind racing with possibilities. Nancy nodded in agreement with Lisa's assessment, her expression troubled as she considered the implications. "It does seem suspicious," she conceded, her voice laced with concern. "But without concrete evidence, we can't jump to conclusions." Lisa's eyes narrowed with determination as she resolved to uncover the truth. "We need to find out who had access to the CCTV footage," she declared, her voice firm with resolve. "Someone might be trying to cover their tracks." As they discussed their next steps, Tiara felt a surge of gratitude for their relentless pursuit of justice. "I'm lucky to have such determined friends," she thought, her heart swelling with appreciation. Nancy's gaze softened as she turned to Lisa, her expression reflecting her unwavering support. "We'll get to the bottom of this, Lisa," she reassured her friend, her voice filled with conviction. "We owe it to Tiara." As Tiara pondered the events of that fateful day, a sense of unease crept over her as she realized that both Nancy and Lisa had also been unreachable. What happened to them? She wondered silently, her mind swirling with unanswered questions. Suddenly Nancy's voice broke through her thoughts, revealing a disturbing revelation. "We were planning to prank Tiara by turning off our phones," she admitted. "But even Dennis's phone was off, which wasn't part of the plan." Tiara trembled with apprehension at Nancy's words, her suspicions about Dennis deepening with each passing moment. Could Dennis be involved in more than we thought? She questioned herself, her heart heavy with worry. Lisa's voice joined the conversation, her concern evident as she voiced her doubts about Dennis. "There's something off about him," she declared, her tone firm with conviction. "And I don't think it's just a coincidence that all our phones were off." As they grappled with the implications of Dennis's behavior, Tiara felt a surge of fear grip her. Could Dennis be hiding something from us? She wondered silently, her mind racing with the possibilities. As Lisa speculated about Dennis's potential jealousy over Tiara reconnecting with her ex-boyfriend Harry, Tiara felt a pang of realization. Could Dennis's actions be fueled by jealousy? She pondered silently, her mind racing with the implications of Nancy and Lisa's conversation. Nancy's words echoed with a sense of familiarity as she recalled Tiara's past struggles with heartbreak. It's true, Tiara was deeply in love with Harry, she admitted, her voice tinged with sympathy as she remembered Tiara's past heartache. Lisa nodded in agreement, her expression thoughtful as she connected the dots. "And Dennis was the one who helped Tiara heal her broken heart," she added, her tone reflecting a newfound understanding of the situation. Tiara trembled with a mixture of emotions as she considered the possibility that Dennis's actions stemmed from his desire to protect their relationship. Could he have gone to such lengths out of love for me? She wondered silently, her heart torn between gratitude and suspicion. As Nancy raised the possibility of Harry holding a grudge against Tiara for their past history, Lisa's brow furrowed with contemplation. It's true, Harry did want to get back together with Tiara at one point, she acknowledged, her voice tinged with concern as she considered the implications. To be continued.